All right, we pulled Tim Olson aside, who's a newly appointed PR manager at Suzuki, formerly with another manufacturer, been in the industry a long, long time. Tim, tell us some of the changes on the new Suzuki.
So last year, basically the 450 was all new. This year, we were all about just refining it, making it a little bit better. Basically, the goals we had were a little more front brake power, so we went to a different, smaller Nissan caliper, a little lighter weight, a little more powerful feel at the lever. And then a lot of it was to get to the first turn first. Like everybody knows, when you're racing, the guy who gets the start, he has the easiest go of it. So our whole shot assistance device basically has just gotten really smart for 2016. It knows when you're on the starting line, it knows when you roll over the starting gate, and it knows when you get on the dirt. So it's smart enough to change the curve based on, I'm at the starting line, I'm slipping on the starting gate, and now I've got good dirt and I'm pulling forward. So it's got two modes. The A mode, that's for like the really hard pack, maybe concrete starting gate. And it knows it's gonna be really short. You're gonna wanna go from getting through the gate and then getting on the power. So basically it activates for about 1.2 seconds, changes the ignition timing, fuel mapping, and then it knows to shut off. And a lot of systems only know by shift or throttle close. Ours knows either when you turn off the throttle, you shift into third gear, or at 1.2 seconds, it reverts back to full power mode, full standard map.
And that 1.2 seconds is enough for it to get traction and get started hooking up?
It's enough to roll it off the starting gate, get through the starting, or roll off the starting pad, get through the starting gate, and get you basically, get your handlebars in front of the guy next to you, because that's the whole goal, and then you can muscle your way around to the first turn. The B mode, that's for like deep loam, like red bud, long start straight. It activates for 4.5 seconds. So it actually gives the engine a little boost in power. So the deep loam, it'll pull harder. And that one, it doesn't change until you shift into fourth, so it knows you got longer to go. Or when you roll off the throttle, God forbid something happens mid-start. Or when you get to 4.5 seconds, because by then you're halfway down the straight and probably shift third, fourth gear. So it just, the goal is to get you out in front first, because like I said, it's much easier to go from the front to the back than it is the back to the front.
Yeah, that's an important part of the battle. Aside from that, some new graphics, and that's about it?
We changed the graphics, but overall, I mean, Suzuki has a great heritage about their bikes. Everybody knows they turn amazing. As far as the Showa SFF forks, we have probably the best settings in the industry, so we're very proud of our package. It's very balanced, and just the overall package is really friendly from entry-level rider all the way to pro. I mean, you can see Roxon out there doing really well on it, and you can see guys at your local track having a blast with big smiles on their face because the power is just so linear and easier to ride and get to the ground.
Awesome. Well, thank you. We're going to send our guy Bruce out onto the track and see what he thinks. All right, so we're buttoned up here at Milestone today for our 2016 RM-Z450 introduction. Bruce Murata, the Alias Rider Support Coordinator Manager, came out doing the riding duties for us today. I appreciate you stepping in.
Yeah.
What are your initial thoughts on the bike?
Initial thoughts, I haven't. It's been a really long time since I rode a Suzuki 450, and right away I come up here and I'm like, wow. Has the bike even changed? Because since the last time I rode one, I believe was like in 2009, and the body hasn't really changed much, but my first impression going out there was how balanced the motorcycle felt. I want to say maybe it has something to do with the new triple chamber air fork that they have on here, but yeah, that was the biggest notice of the bike, was how balanced the motorcycle was.
Okay, and a fun package all around to ride. I mean, I know there hasn't been a lot of major changes, but they've kind of been fine-tuning throughout the years, and bottom line is it's a steady, solid platform for them.
Absolutely, yeah. No, I think Suzuki's done very well with the changes that they've made, and it's an all around really good package. So, yeah, I had nothing but good thoughts of this motorcycle. So,
all right. Well, we thank Bruce for coming out and riding for us. Thanks to Suzuki. Again, refinements, tuning, fine-tuning, that's kind of the theme for 2016 on this motorcycle. You've seen some of the new features, and it's already a very steady motorcycle, solid. Now it's a little bit better. Thanks for watching, and be sure to stay tuned for our Dialed In segment We'll show you settings and different suggestions from the manufacturer and from our own testing on how to get this thing set up and working perfectly for you.